and welcome to the Dungeon Gamers Collaboration. My name is Jeffrey Russell Wallace, and welcome to episode 9 of Fell Nightmares. My apologies, in the last video, I gave an intro to give more of an insight of what is to come versus describing the previous video. I was a little mixed up on where I was, and I am only human after all. But we did indeed have two armies clash together. We had a new individual added to the party, a very thank you very much individual. But for this episode, please sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 9. So, morning comes.
Isidore's like curled up in the prow instead of being under the canopy. It's like curled up in the prow with like part of their underrobe wrapped around their head. I'm from the cold frozen north, so it's a running gag that I have several layers of robe on.
Nice.
Yeah.
So much robe.
So much robe.
Sound dampening robe.
Yeah, sound dampening robe.
I think
It was either that or an Eldritch Blast.
completed our circle last time, so Ben, if you do me the honor of rolling a D100 for me to see what kind of events we get into today.
Yes, please.
21.
We get drunk.
Let me see if I have anything crazy for that. You still have bottles on you. That's your choice. Ooh, unless they were on Wrath. Then you don't have any bottles with you.
I'm saying,
Are you going to tell me, look me in the face, in the eyes, and tell me that there is no liquor aboard this ship at all?
Liquor aboard the ship. No one's asked.
Yeah.
Talk to the cat.
I know where every single bottle of liquor on board this ship is.
Wait, is
Thank
that
you very
racist
much.
too?
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I know you do.
Oh, did we get a long rest
One
or
walk
not?
up the
Because
deck,
we
I
were
took
interrupted
one
all
walk
night.
back down the deck, and I was like, all right, I'm good.
Every cubby, every nook.
Every hidden flask under every mattress.
I mean, yeah,
Just look at kind.
5'8". It is a crouch space. No, yeah, you'd be able to sense completely underneath with your blind sense. Yeah, there isn't much that occurs, but there is a little bit of conversation among the crew that is picked up upon as the music is strummed occasionally throughout the day, and the crew goes about their tasks. Borthen Gintor, which is the rhino-hided individual,
Oh, one is self-conscious about his teeth.
keeps trying to tuck him in, is actually chatting with Alren the Kenku. And he says, did you hear about the traditions in that weird place? What is it? Facelit, Foet, Duiz, OT, I think? And Alren just kind of looks at him wide-eyed, shakes their head. Oh, it's some sort of knowledge bullshit town. What are they?
Knowledge bullshit.
Yeah. Scientia Eruditia. Oh, it's that god, the one. And Alren looks up. Yeah, knowledge. Right? Yeah, that one. I heard there's some big festival going on over there. I don't know. But give me an intelligence roll.
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah.
13.
Okay. Your Draconic is okay. You were taught pretty well, I imagine.
Yeah.
And you start like, okay, sell it and spelling it out in your head.
I can't spell.
Would you like me to roll a check?
No. Fotu is OT. Fotu is OT. And that starts to ring to you. Fotu is OT. Is discoveries and Facelit. Why is Facelit familiar in Draconic? It's it's Drake's name. Drake's discoveries.
Wait, go back. I say, where? This is a city?
Yeah.
Where?
there's a mountain range, kind of up past the Well of the World. There's a town there.
That was my master's name. Well, is my master's name. It's still alive as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Uh,
I just heard there's some knowledge festival going on. It's supposed to be pretty neat.
that would track. He is a very wise scholar and monk.
Good for him.
Yeah. Huh. Do you know when this festival is? Now?
No, what is it already? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? And starts to open her beak and then stops. Puts up 3 feathers. Has no one said 3 to you before?
Just did.
3. Owen gives kind of a wry little grin. You know you suck sometimes, right?
My favorite thing is when Jeffrey's NPCs talk to each other.
Because we don't get to do nothing. We just kick back.
That's how I feel when you guys talk. So it's I just let you go, and I'm like, yes, respite.
Is 3 weeks? Would we be able to get there in 3 weeks?
If you go on foot, it's about 18, 20 days, so about 2 weeks.
We can't keep taking the boat upriver.
You could. You would have to go all the way up and around.
Well, we could get up past these mountains and then cut overland.
That's
Yeah.
what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do that.
We're not going to disembark now and start walking.
But yeah, there is kind of a point where,
Drop anchor! We're going on an adventure!
yeah, you would make up time, and then you could go kind of straight across if you wanted.
Yeah.
You would have time if you felt like it.
I mean, I would certainly want to go.
What is this about your master?
There's some knowledge festival in a town named after him.
Huh.
Seems to be.
No, I'm just confirming with you. The town is named after him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know he had a
No.
town name?
No,
Oh,
I did
alright.
not.
I mean, a festival seems like a great place to find people to spread the word of Count Concordus, so I am in. Sounds like sounds and followers all around.
It's northward if we can get there. I say let's go for it.
Does seem rather smart to go. Knowledge festival. Smart.
Yes. Yeah, that's funny.
But you don't like the monkey.
I don't like the monkey.
All right.
Don't tell the monkey I don't like him. He'll poop on all of my belongings.
Tell him yourself. You speak Celestial.
I'm not going to. What's Sneaky Suspicious Pants up to?
Sleeping.
Okay.
He does
Cool.
seem to be of that order. Or a similar order, at least.
Galactia, yes, but their worship isn't in sleep.
Yeah.
You know, they worship the galaxy, but
Speaking of religion check for any spooky dreams overnight.
give me one, why not?
You gotta keep making up shit! That is
Oh.
a natural 20.
A full moon. Screams. Terror. You see, you see blood on Book, on Elphys, actually on the whole crew. They are covered in these cut marks that run across their body in different places, claw marks almost.
That's all.
Flickers to darkness.
I just have a terrible nightmare about everyone covered in blood.
That's it. Flickers back. Next thing you see the mountainside that the river flows into and starts to flow under. And then you see a fortified wall that goes around and runs right next to that river. Made of the same stone, it looks like, as the mountain. Your image kind of flips forward and speeds up, and you see dwarves marching across the top side of the mountain. You see one that rides out on a small boat to yours and meets you. He gets off, and murmurs come out of his mouth, and then you hear drow underneath. Raiding parties requested, money to be made. And then there's this weird flicker you've never had happen before. The image of the dwarf, that whole scene kind of splits and cuts in two. And your mind bangs, and this is right before you wake up, just this massive pain. You see on one aspect of that broken section, darkness, screams, trickles of white hair, and the chitinous sound of spider crawling. On the other side, you see sunlight, and you hear the screeches of what sound like bird-like creatures cawing out in some sort of hunt-like nature. And then that pain bangs in your head and you wake up.
Good morning.
Morning.
How's everything this morning?
You tell me.
Lovely.
I trust you all slept well. I had a wonderful evening.
I'm certain you did. It certainly sounded acrobatic.
I am quite dexterous with my acrobatics. Thank you, yes! I'm glad you noticed.
A couple moments after, your villain climbs his way up, kind of sorely stretches and hobbles towards the front of the deck. His dreadlocks all afrizz, completely undone. Kind of tries to straighten up his coat, which he's buttoned crookedly this morning. Makes his way to the front, standing as tall as possible, and every now and then kind of leaning forward slightly and just breathing.
Is he too old for this shit?
You might be too old for this shit.
Also, please tell me he is covered in, like, visible hickeys.
He's drow. Maybe.
Investigation.
Medicine, I think.
Medicine?
Medicine,
Medicine check. Medicine check to find hickeys. Not getting up close. I'm just gonna give it a peek. It's a natural 19 on the die.
If a drow could have hickeys, he'd probably have hickeys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a drow, so. He'll go up. He'll be standing at the wheel too and just taking a moment, look at how bright the sun is. He'll just kind of wave his hand over and a bubble of darkness will pop over him.
I believe you.
I start the morning off with Love Me Tender.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone on the crew gives a look, and there's a contemplative moment of whether or not the silence was better. But then again, looking over at the captain, this is pretty amusing.
Tried to warn you all. I really tried.
What day is this of our journey? Like, on the boat?
5?
Just the 4th or 5th?
I believe it's the 5th, because Ben would have been the...
This is 5, yes.
Okay.
So we went, all 4 of us. Ben was the start of the next rotation.
A little breakfast is served. By the way, nothing fabulous. What is brought to most of you and offered, provided you haven't been feasting on rations at this point, are 2 cubes. One is sort of this gelatinous, squishy orb, slightly light brown in color, gooey, squishy texture. And then next to it is a somewhat cloudy white bubble that sits next to it.
Just
Eating,
gravy and milk for breakfast? Gross.
Eating / slurping, either one of those constitutes enough food and water for your day.
I will absolutely eat the gelatinous orbs.
Yeah.
Is there like coffee or anything, or just this?
That's what they typically serve.
Alright.
There are other crew members that like brew up coffee or go for, a stashed bottle here or there and take a swig. Alrin especially seems to have like a loaf of bread that somehow she always finds. The crew member have their own snacks and drinks, but everything is stashed to the normal eye, out of sight as much as possible. Although with a good investigation check, it would probably be hard to find.
Slimy yet satisfying.
Indeed.
I mean, this would be the 5th day of this for us, though, right? So like,
Yeah.
it's not a
Yeah.
surprise when we're served.
Stay one for me.
Minus Alphys, yeah.
It's the first day he's mentioned it to us.
Pardon, I forgot to mention this before. But like I said, you could be chewing on rations or sharing with the rest of the crew, so it's not a requirement. It's just something that is an option.
It's part of my payment. I get fed.
You get food.
I think it was also part of our payment, though. So
It is, yeah. You get fed.
we get fed.
Didn't tell you how you got fed, but you get fed.
Listen, it's fine with me.
I would probably try to take Book aside at some point.
Yeah.
And be like, I don't mean to worry you, but remember, well, back before we really hit the road for the first time, I told you about these dreams I had, and
Right.
then the weird stuff we encountered on the road.
Yes, yeah, I do remember that. Yes.
I may have had similar dreams last night. I believe tonight is going to be the full moon. We may we may run into some trouble. I'm not sure.
Isidore. This is an interesting moment for you. Book. Isidore starts talking just for that moment there, and pulls you aside, and then falls asleep. Isidore, you continue this conversation,
Yeah.
and suddenly those images you had before start flickering to life again, and they start to change. Full moon shifts and becomes red. The screams become panicked and chaotic. The blood is only on some people and not on others in this dream. You shift forward and in this dream have this conversation with Book, telling him about the mountain that's coming, the dwarf that comes out and talks to you. Suddenly the dwarf doesn't come out. You reach the gates. A different dwarf greets you. He tells you that there's money to be made, but only if you're interested. But since the drow is with you, they won't allow you to participate. And they force you to go around the city. Everything shifts, and you wake up.
What just happened?
Did I maintain the conversation while asleep, or was I just like out
No, you were out.
before I started telling him about everything?
You had a dream of this conversation. And you're now waking up from that dream.
So Isidore pulled me aside, said, "I have something I need to tell you. You remember those dreams I had?" And then
Falls asleep, yes.
Okay, just want to make sure I got the
Yep, correct.
Okay, number one, that tracks. 100%.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
you shouldn't even be surprised.
More dreams?
Never mind. It must have just been a... I was probably distracted by all the noises.
Insight check?
Go for it.
24.
May I roll against deception
Sure,
or persuasion?
either or. Again. 24 was so good,
I
too.
know.
The thing
All right.
is, it is a 24,
It is
but it's a
24.
24 on
On that 20.
natural
So
20.
here's
Oh,
what
that 20s didn't matter on skill checks, though.
typically they don't. I tend to run harsh skill checks though, so I will reward you for a natural 20. Technically, it's higher bonus because of it. So example would be if there was a 30 on a roll, it would probably still beat it. But I'm going to vary. So in this case, I'm going to sway the information a little bit.
Okay.
It's going to be more in Isidor's favor, but you'll still get an inkling because technically it's a tie. You get the sense that Isidore definitely had something to tell you. It was important. They slept. They woke up. They had a very quick power nap. You've seen him nap before. That was really fast, though.
Like,
but-
are we talking, like, minutes?
Like a minute.
A
maybe.
minute, okay.
And you kind of recognize it from the whole Savorius thing. When Isidore fell asleep for like a couple
Oh,
seconds, and
yeah.
you're like, that's actually almost exactly the same kind of sleep that just happened here. You pick up on the fact that Isidore wants to tell you something important, has this dream, wakes up, and now feels like they can't say what they were going to. I'll give you that much.
Okay. I won't force you to share what you saw with me. I don't think I could, even if I wanted to. I do hope you know that you can trust me and come to me with anything you need to come to me with, as we are going to be traveling together. But clearly whatever you've seen just now has affected you, and I will leave you to your own counsel on it if that's what you wish. But you did call me over here.
I apologize for that.
It's not the first time I've seen it.
Well, we haven't known each other for long, but I do trust you. I don't think it would matter if I did tell you.
All right.
Sorry for
No.
the interruption of your morning.
You deal with matters like this far more than I do. I will defer to your expertise on what you think is and is not worthy of sharing.
Surprisingly, not as often. This is kind of new to me.
Me too. Can I get you some coffee? Is that allowed? Stimulants in your order?
I've never actually had coffee.
Is it allowed? I'll totally get you a cup if it's not going to break any religious strictures. I mean,
And you
religious,
gotta
I'm
wake up at
respectful.
some... Technically, come to think of it too, you have had to stay awake for long periods of time to listen to the elders.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I leave that up to you.
Okay.
I think black tea is a common thing,
Yeah.
right? Because it's an easier resource to find than the
Okay.
coffee bean up north.
Question. Can there be some sort of ice mushroom that grows in this crevasse that functions like a mild cocaine instead? Because I think that's much funnier.
And see, in my DM world, coffee
Yes.
makes more sense because you've got to roast it. So if you're in the cold, roasters
Oh,
do double
okay.
duty as also heating whatever facility you're in.
Yeah,
but I like the
and
idea that
coffee.
you that's just
Yeah.
like I like the difference between our DM brains is
That's
all that's supposed
interesting,
to be.
Okay, fun fact about the village above you. Drugs are not that uncommon. And I like this
It's a meth town, all right.
it is actually a powder town. It's a cocaine town.
Okay.
But I like it that the mushrooms are a natural resource. So yeah, with that.
So yeah, coffee?
I'll try some.
I'll go and get a couple of cups of coffee.
Is Elphys a coffee drinker?
Oh, yeah.
Is
Okay.
Elphys down in the mess or is Elphys up on deck?
Elphys is up on deck, I believe. at
Yeah,
this
I've already
point.
started playing.
Yeah, got some light, attempting to fix the shanty chords, perhaps in the morning
A
too.
little practice on that.
I don't know why then I picture you like trying to sing around with yourself. So yeah, I would get us each a cup of coffee.
This day is relatively uneventful. There will be, at one point, a large black bird-like creature that flies overhead, similar to the one you guys saw over the mountain range at one point.
I didn't see it.
And that's it. It circles for maybe an hour, and then flies east. The evening begins to roll around, and as the sun is setting, Talvin will be pacing more frantically. He'll be looking ahead, And in the distance, there is a little bit of smoke rising up from between the trees, probably a mile away. But at this point, you're reaching like the sun almost being down, that gray starting to fill the sky, and you're getting the nightfall starting to come up on the other side.
I just put a couple things together that probably everyone else at the stable has already put together.
Maybe. I have a guess.
As the sun finally drops its last rays,
I never said I was smart.
the man,
That wasn't a judgment look.
quite literally leaning off the edge of the ship, contemplating, he stands up on the edge, and before he leaps, his head stops, jerks slightly to the side. And just the slightest glimpses of the moon come up on the other side. His neck cracks again. He turns, his face begins to elongate. His body starts to grow green and scaly. His hands start to sharpen into claws. A large crocodile maw forms from his face. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yes, please.
A werecroc?
Yes.
Amazing.
Boom! I'm going last.
I don't know about that.
What'd you get?
8.
I got a 1 on the
there
die.
you go.
Wow, then my 9 is pretty good.
That's 1 for a total of 4.
All right, got his stats
Oh
right
god, we're all
here.
going last.
Did those hand wraps I got require attunement?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, they are absolutely an attunement item with what they'll do. Talkvin, now green, scaly, transformed, releases this bestial roar. He dashes off of the front of the deck towards you, Book, coming in and just full fury. He's going to make a bite attack first and then a claw attack to follow. On the bite, it will be a 19.
It also explains why he doesn't look beat up.
Mhm.
I'm sure they beat the ever living fuck out of him and it had absolutely no effect.
That will hit.
Okay. And then the dirty 20 will also hit from the claw.
I'm going to use interception to use a weapon or shield to deflect 1d10 plus my proficiency of his damage.
Absolutely. All right. So we can use that on the bite here.
Nice.
So it's 11 points of damage from the bite.
And it's 13
Okay.
pennies, so
Very nice.
not much.
So as this bite comes across, the shield punches his jaw to the side.
It would actually probably be my morning star that I just like.
The Morning Star just boof, bashes against the face, and a couple of the teeth just kind of graze across the neck slightly, not causing any damage, but as it's still a hit, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
His teeth got me.
Yes.
Okay, I was really confused about that for a second. Sorry. Oh, that's a nat 20.
All right, perfect. And
Nowhere a crocodile miss from me.
Mhm. Oh my god, anyway.
our claw
The
attack,
fight just began.
12 points from the claw as it digs into your chest.
I am going to cast Cloud of Daggers above his head.
Okay.
Basically, I fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube, 5 feet, centered on a point that I choose, so centered on him.
Yep.
44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there.
Okay.
So,
Any save, or is that just... you
just
take damage?
44
Okay.
damage.
Interesting. Well, this is the unfortunate part about this spell. It is physical damage.
Yeah.
As the cloud of daggers rains above him, slashes against his flesh, seems to have no effect.
As a bonus action, I do a little poetry, cast Synap Moment, and inspire Isidore with a D6.
All right. Very nice.
Hell yeah.
And
Level inspo.
good thing to learn about physical damage.
Yeah.
Speaking of which book, you're up.
Did my tattoo make my strikes magical?
Did not.
No, okay.
In essence, masterwork them, but it did not make them magical.
Okay.
Do the hand wraps?
I haven't attuned to them yet. Because I want to make sure they're not cursed before I just slap them on. So I was going to talk to Office about it, but we have not had one yet. But...
I'm pretty sure Isidore just took a nap and then put some blood in that vial and was like,
I'm good.
Yep.
oh, why do I feel weird? Oh, I'm fine now.
Special damage, do I? I'm just going to punch him, and I'm going to try to stun him if I land a hit. There's a 23 and a 12.
23 will hit. 12 will not.
DC 14 con save?
8, so it put him at a 16, yes. Okay.
All right, well then it's my bonus action. I'm going to hit twice more with Flurry of Blows.
Go ahead. Absolutely.
So that is a 17 and a 21 to hit.
Both will hit. Spending 2 marquee.
Yes.
Okay. Succeeds on the first, fails on the second.
Nice. And I'm not even going to roll damage because it's not going to matter.
So yeah, he is stunned until the start of your next turn.
Great. Please, for the love of God, someone be able to do something.
Isidore.
I'm only allowed
yes.
a lot of heat to burn.
So Isidore watches this whole thing just like in terror.
Boom, boom.
And they're
You see
like-
Book just palm into his chest, and suddenly he stops moving.
Oh no, I don't like that. And I will cast Sacred Flame. And just sort of like the sort of like black nebula swirling galaxy energy just like flies up above him and then just like drops. That's 11 damage.
Okay.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to quicken a spell, a second level sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to aim it to start behind him, so that he's caught in the radius. And I'm gonna be like, please, 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 just take a nap. And I'm gonna roll a bunch of d8s.
Go for it.
I would like this to not be happening right now. 34.
4. Ooh.
Does putting a were creature to sleep change it back into its human form?
I don't know.
You played one!
Actually, it never came up.
Never came up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it has more than 34 hit points remaining.
Hey guys, it's more than 34 hit points.
And he is still awake.
Oh no, that did not go as planned.
Alright, so,
That's my turn.
well, that brings us back to the top, and we're stunned. So,
Don't the NPCs get to go?
oh, we do have NPCs.
The whole crew is just gonna stand there and do nothing while we fight this guy.
Let me
Pretty sure there's a fucking wizard over there who
So,
just made a whole comment about how it's super easy to call down lightning.
I'm actually going to make a few wisdom saves, because I don't think this crew was prepared for a werebeast.
Don't really work.
Nope. You guys are just a little more battle-hardened than they are. So, we'll go... Okay. Well, Athelis, Alrin, and Laquilda are all not so sure about what the hell is going on here. Thankfully, Kind, Borgenthor, and Yvelin are a little more ready to act. So, Kind will
angle herself away, open her book, spiral her hand around, speaking incantations, and as her hand comes up, her book will drop to the side, the cord will swing, she'll put her hands out, pinkies to the side, and a 15-foot cylinder of flame will erupt from her hands and fly probably close to Book at the angle she's at and past you. He'll fail that dex save, which means he will just take damage.
Before you ask, no, I don't know that spell.
Probably for the best.
All right. Very nice.
Love that dwarf.
Borthen Gintor is going to sink down slightly, and his muscles will start to spasm across his flesh. He will flex outward, and his hide looks like it thickens and stretches as he grows to a large size. His teeth drop out of his mouth and become these massive fangs that drop pretty much down from his chest nearly to his waist in his large size. And he will come over and wrap his arms around this creature. Seeing that if he can't damage it, he will attempt to grapple it.
Can we get a new hotness check on
I was just
Dwarfman?
gonna say, like, I am super into this.
Oh, strength check. He fails
Kind of hard to
automatically.
draw.
Yeah.
59. So, I'll leave that up to you.
Oh,
I can't remember what it
Yeah.
was before. I didn't actually write them down.
I was like, a 59 to what? Grapple?
I think
No.
What was that?
I think it's
No.
lower than before. But I
It
guess
is
it's
lower
a
than
two
before.
each his own.
But yeah, he basically scoops up this individual and tries to hold him in place while this is going on. Your villain, let's see if he's more attractive than he is smart. Panics and tries to figure out, how am I going to hurt this thing?
Damn it, Alphys, you fucked the brains out of him.
And just starts contemplating options.
No,
Well-
we don't know that. We don't know how many brains he had to begin with.
That's true.
So that brings us back to our were-crocodile that is currently stunned. And back down.
Is he being grappled?
He is, yeah.
Okay.
He is currently...
That stun's gonna wear off.
Yeah, it just sucks for casting anything,
AoE, yep.
at him.
Borthen Gintor, by the way, when he comes up, he'll do two things. One is, move away now if you want, and it's okay to hit me.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I think you meant 95.
No, Book is unmoved. The seriousness of the situation is really keeping his head clear.
Okay.
All right.
I
Yeah.
am going
Also
to
not weird.
cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
So yeah, a Constitution save.
Ooh, Borthen Gintor will succeed. Still stunned, he automatically fails.
Okay.
Oh, it's con save.
Con save,
I was
yeah.
going to say
save.
con saves
Wait a
too,
minute.
damn.
I thought it was strength.
Wouldn't
for
that be
some
nice?
reason. Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
I was gonna
Okay,
say,
well,
'cause
yeah,
con is
that's
probably pretty
But you
strong.
still take half damage.
Still take
so
half
yay.
damage. Yes.
But you
Better
are
than
not
nothing.
pushed. Oh shit.
That's probably for the best.
I got 16, so you take 8 damage.
All right. Very nice.
In addition, unsecured objects that are in the area are automatically pushed 10 feet away.
Okay. Thankfully, most things on the ship are tied down because it would be really stupid if they weren't.
That's
So,
a good point.
there's a bit of like netting that's tied to the canopy behind you that waves in the thunder wave. And there's a cacophonous boom that
Mm-hmm.
echoes outward.
Yeah, going out to 300 feet, so it's quite loud.
Yes.
Everything in my tremor sense lights up for a moment.
I will use my castanets and a little happy song to inspire Book.
Okay.
So you have a d6.
Cool.
I just love the thought of someone in battle, like sword in one hand, castanets in the other.
Yeah, it'd be Morningstar.
Morningstar in one hand, casting at some.
Okay, but like a giant maraca that's also a morning star.
Make it so.
Sounds like an item's being crafted later. That's what I'm hearing.
Wait until I show up here with a fucking maraca. You're going to be so mad you made that suggestion.
I am just gonna take our friend's advice and back away.
You can freely back away with no problems.
Great.
All right. Brings us to Isidore.
He got hit by fire.
Mm-hmm.
And lightning.
Yeah.
Well, thunder.
Okay, Isidore doesn't want to kill this guy.
It's up to you.
That's why I tried to put him to sleep in the first place. I thought
Try
we could
again.
just like tie him up, toss him on shore, and book it.
I think Isidore is extremely familiar with how the sleep spell works
Yeah.
and how the more beaten and tired and weary someone is,
Yeah.
it makes a bigger difference. So I leave that up to you, but I think Isidore would be damn well aware that beating up on this guy and then casting it is going to increase your chances of success.
Did I get the feeling when I cast it earlier that I was close?
He closed his eyes for a moment, and then they opened again.
Let's do another dex save. I'm just going to go for Sacred Flame.
And he can see it coming. So, with an 18.
Okay. So he doesn't take any damage.
She's on your
Nope.
inspiration.
Gotcha.
You do have,
It doesn't do anything for me.
yeah, that would be for him. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't do anything for that. If I had fired an Eldritch Blast at him and missed, I could have done that, but I didn't want to do too much damage.
So as he comes back to, he kind of moves him and Borthen Gintor out of the way as this radiant beam drops down. Let's see. Borthen Gintor is going to try to pin him. Yeah, he's got the feet for that. They're the same size though, so... Ooh. Okay. The natural 20 he does. Just takes him down, takes the teeth right between the neck, pins him to the deck.
Is that a wise decision to do with the lunar creature?
I'm going to find out.
Well, I don't know what the Borthen is either.
Fair.
Kind of is going to look around. You can see like the same spell, the red kind of text flaring up. She flips to a new page, pulls her hand out. Fine, that should work. And 3 little motes of light come up out of the book and wrap around Borthen Gintor and smash into Tuckman.
Good old magic missiles.
Let's see if our dear captain gets any smarter. No. The
You're
others...
sticking back in your brain, asshole.
The others will come to their senses. And Laquilda is actually the one who goes, fire, 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 and starts digging through their pockets for flint and steel. That's
so fun
them.
fact.
Brings us back to the top. We're pinned, so we need to deal with the restrained thing first.
What's your fun fact?
I don't have any fire spells.
Oh. I have a tinderbox.
It's not super fun, I know.
Oh yeah, we're raging. So he's going to pop Borthen Gintor off of him, just teeth and all, just up and out.
Have we rolled attractiveness on this were creature?
And flips over almost
Raging Crackdown?
beast-like in style.
That's a
Oh, I heard
Florida
it was
10.
raging. It'd be a
So
raging gator.
let's do a D10 here for who he goes after. Elphys down on all fours.
I am down on all fours?
No, he is all down on all
Okay.
fours.
Not yet.
Not anymore.
Not yet. And just crawls his way towards you and is going to make a bite and claw attack.
Wow.
One is a dirty 20 and the other is a 19.
So both are gonna hit.
Make sure none of those are criticals. Forgot about reckless attacks. Yeah, those are going to hit. No crits, thankfully. I need a Constitution save from you, please. From the bite.
Ooh, nat 20, so 22.
Wow. Calm down over there, guys.
No, you threw a were-crocodile at us.
That is 18 points of piercing damage from the bite. Yeah, rage damage sucks here.
Yeah.
And from the claw, that is 10 points.
I mean, range is only an extra 2 or 3. I don't know what level he is.
Yeah. Still, it's really adding up.
Yeah.
Um,
I hope he doesn't try to bite me.
that, however, you're next. That, however, is it for his turn. Which brings us to you, Alphys, with him in your face, crouched down after a bite and a claw at your legs.
Right. Okay.
Or torso and the legs, I imagine.
Well, that hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot. And so now he is like close enough to me, right? Like he's like right in front of me.
Within 5 feet.
I'm going to cast the gust of wind at
Okay.
him to try and blow him away from me.
All right. What's the saving throw for that?
It is a dex. God, I just exited the thing. Hang on.
Okay. I think it is.
I think it's a dex.
Yeah, that's a 22.
Oh, yeah.
He sees you start to
Just
form
keep
a
rubbing it in.
spell.
Keep rubbing it
Just-
in.
It's a
Okay.
big old creature.
It's a strength saving throw.
He's raging. He still has advantage.
Great,
So
cool.
yeah, that's actually a lot higher.
You also need to now spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot of movement for that line.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. So Isidore, right next to you, a line of wind just rises up and starts. Yeah, all your close, bustling in the wind.
50 Marilyn Monroe.
Book.
I am going to draw my spear two-handed and hold my action.
Okay.
I'm wearing boxer briefs with little polar bears on.
Adorable. Isidore.
Do you say that?
Yes,
Otherwise,
no.
I have no idea.
No, I was just being funny. I am going to try the same thing I tried in the first round.
Okay.
Not the exact same thing. Because I don't want to burn all of my sorcery points. I'm done playing around. I push my skirts back down. There's like wool and linen layers. It's insane. It's ridiculous.
Would technically whatever you shoot at him get like extra force because of the gust?
They'd be going upwind, technically, and no, it's magic, so
Yeah.
it's typically
So-
unaffected.
My hands are engulfed in voids, and I'm going to throw a couple of those space-time ripping Eldritch Blasts
All right,
at
make the
him.
attack rolls.
I'm going to do that.
How bad is it?
No, I probably can't hit even with that. The first one misses completely.
Okay.
Gets caught in the wind.
Not like a natural one.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was a 3.
Yeah, the wind's throwing you off.
Yeah.
Like, do I have to adjust? Don't I? I don't know.
The robes keep blowing up around your
The
face.
second one's a 19, though.
That'll hit.
Cool. One on the damage die. Woo! Ow!
So again, you try to adjust for the wind, the robes are in your face, everything's
Yeah.
a mess,
I just got
and the
really...
energy just kind of fizzles, and a little spot hits him, a little bit of blood comes out, but that's it.
Isidore's not spotting around anymore.
I just got really...
that attack.
Woo!
Yes, that is exactly how I preface that attack, and I am going to follow it up by muttering something to myself. I'm quicken and sleep. There's more 8s in here than there was last time.
Hey. So,
You say?
40.
You fall asleep.
You have 1 minute. May I suggest removing him from the boat, please?
I'm going to make a check for Borden Gintor. Borden Gintor goes over, heaves him over his shoulder, and chalks him into the water. Without a second thought, he just takes him, picks him up, throws him in.
Wouldn't that like wake him up though?
Can crocodiles swim really
Yeah.
well?
I got rid of him.
Not exactly what I meant. Can we make the boat go faster?
We could try.
I can switch the gust as a bonus action.
Okay, you switch it to the mast.
Which is the sail.
Yep.
Yeah.
And starts blowing you forward. Kind, seeing how hurt you are, is going to hold her book out in front of her. This grayish black energy starts to build on
Kind.
her hand.
You don't have to worry about it. I've got Elphys.
Sure.
Yes.
Close the book.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Never mind. Never mind. He can die. No, I'm kidding.
She kind of, there's like a little bit of a swoon as you say that, and then she like,
Wow, even Kind? It's going through the crew. All right.
Haven't gone there yet.
Yeah. Let me get
Yeah,
you
only
some
been one
healing,
night.
boy. Ooh, 8 on the die. That's gonna be 12.
Ooh.
I will lay a hand on your shoulder and be like, "Thank you for your valiant effort back there," and I'll pump a healing light die into you too, so that's an extra d6 of healing. That's 5 on there. I'll mark that off.
Mrs. Val, rolling well.
Something when we're
I'm
not
all
in
shook
combat.
up.
Yeah.
That's a 1 on the damage die.
Yeah, no,
As I throw one of those little firework poppers at him.
yeah, pretty much. Book, how are you feeling?
Are you doing a medicine check and asking me that?
I was just asking, but I can.
I mean, I
Do
don't.
a
I just
medicine
like.
check with it.
I'm all right.
Okay, I will throw a medicine check on there as well. It's a natural 20.
I'm at
Okay.
3/4 basically. So yeah, 34 out of 46. I'm good.
Cool.
I only took that one hit. And
I
You
will.
mitigated a lot of that damage, which really helps.
Yeah.
So, like
I can actually do that a lot.
all of that
so-
bite damage was just gone. All I had to do was roll a con save for it, which was very, very helpful. I'd be a lot worse off if that had come through.
Remind me
So,
about that ability later. I have questions.
I will do the same thing essentially with the healing light die. I'll just put a hand on your shoulder and give you that d6.
great.
It's a 5 on the die again.
Nice.
So-
Thank you.
You can take that. Borthen didn't get hit or anything, did he?
He got hit by the thunder.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
clap. Yeah, because he was in the midst grappling.
Okay.
So he is hurt. Otherwise,
But we were the only two who actually got like hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got 8 damage
Okay.
from what I got.
Okay.
Well, unless he didn't pass it.
no, he passed.
He got a nat 20 on it, didn't he? Or was that the
No,
monster? I don't remember now. But yeah.
no, dirty 20 for both. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's a nat 20, I'd have you reduce the die because I do critical successes on saves.
I will also give Borthen a healing light die. I'll
Okay.
just burn all 3 of those. It's a 4 for him.
So still a little beat up, but most of his wounds begin to heal.
Shame Isidore didn't get bit. I think that'd be funny. I think Isidore would make a hilarious Werecroc.
Well, there's always a chance. Borthen shrinks back down, his skin retracts, his muscles fold in again, again it punches forward, and his teeth shrink down as he...
don't know what he is.
Okay, I'm good. I think. I can look up towards the crow's nest where Alrin has been sitting this whole time and watching. Okay. Good. Kind will come over and give him a once-over. I guess most of your wounds are taken care of. You should be fine. Just tap on his chest. Thanks. So, that was fun.
That was something.
Am I still gusting the sail at this point, or are we like far enough?
You have, what, like a minute of that? So, at this point, yeah, you'd be done and propelled forward.
Enough to get us down there about it.
Does anyone see anything coming up behind
Yeah,
us?
that's what I was going to say. Who's keeping an eye out and perception checks?
Make some perception checks for
I
me.
would love to make a perception check. I'm like so good at those.
You might want a disadvantage if you
Yeah.
want.
Well, I
See if you-
mean, I
see
could
if
see
you-
if he's swimming underwater.
Yeah, see,
If
well,
he's within, what, 10 feet
you're
of him?
half,
20.
but yeah.
20.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, tremor sense would kick in less than that, but yeah, go ahead. You can still make one. Just distance, yeah.
30-20.
Actually got an 18.
Excuse
Okay.
me, naughty 20.
Okay.
A nasty 20.
So
It's like a real nasty 20.
it is Book first who senses it, and Isidore right after. Book, there is the nose of the creature that hits that tremor sense and creates that vibration. And then you look down and you see, oh, this thing's a fast swimmer.
I knew that. I had implied tie it up and toss it onto land, but
And then the claws dig in as it starts making its
since
way
I notice
inside.
it, can I like fire off a couple of Eldritch Blasts as
Yeah.
it's making its way up? I still have a Bardic because it lasts for 10 minutes, don't
Yes.
I?
Mhm.
I doubt a 15 will do it.
15 will miss.
Yeah, okay. But a 21 will hit.
Yes, it will.
Sweet. Please, not another one. Don't embarrass me. That is a 10.
It's a 10. Okay.
He does take 10 damage as I'm like, oh, he's very fast!
And the Eldritch Blast, that galaxy energy, descends upon him, and he starts to lean back, and then claws dig in, and he comes forward again. Climbs his way up to the top of the deck.
Were we out of initiative?
In essence, yes.
Okay.
Do we get to roll initiative again?
Of course not. I'll let you have some free actions in there.
Okay.
And now we're back to the top.
Which is him.
50-50.
So my action is not still held.
No.
Okay.
No. It would be
Can you fail?
gone at this point.
Sorry.
Guess
Don't
what?
mind me.
Guess what, Val? You're the one.
Yay!
So,
Oh no, I am.
22 to hit with the bite, and 15 to hit with the claw.
That will
What
miss.
were you just saying
Okay.
about hoping he bit you?
Yeah, I was joking, but I knew it was going to happen eventually.
It is 10 points piercing damage,
And I have to make a con save.
and I need a con save.
I'm good. It's a 24.
Okay. Yep, you are fine. All right. After him is Elphus.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Jesus. So he's climbing up the boat?
He is up top now. He is at the back of the ship and made 2 attacks right at Isidore.
Is he resting on any metal or wearing any metal?
No, unfortunately.
I know that just sucks.
Just as Prince Albert.
That would be a targeted
Zing.
attack, though, which I believe you run at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't think it matters for the spell he wants to do. I think it's just if he's got any metal on
It is.
I'm going to do a firebolt. 18.
18 on.
Take some
Hit.
Jameson notes.
Nice.
Actually, it wasn't that bad.
I don't believe you. I saw your face.
And that is a
Go
10
ahead.
for damage.
Dang. Well, you needed 1.
Woo!
I hate you sometimes.
Well, I set his hit points at 55, and Val took him to 54.
Ben, you should be very grateful that I run my encounters where the monster dies when it's thematically appropriate and not after you get it down to 0 hit points if there's only 1 left.
I will say
Wow.
Eldritch blasting him to death off the back of the boat would have been pretty.
I agree.
I just shot a fire mode at him and he just...
That is very cool, though.
Yeah.
You just caught him on fire.
I'm
Hunker,
glad it
hunker, bird
happened.
in love.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Shot them. Yep.
Hey, and if you're
I
interested,
should've known.
I can show you his whole stat block later.
Yeah, probably.
So, he ignites into flames, unless caught by someone, falls off the back of the ship, dramatically, of course.
You gestured to me when you said that.
Well, you're right next to him.
Why don't I catch him? He's on
It's
fire.
up to you, saying Isidore, I'm just saying.
I didn't want to kill the guy, but maybe he'll wash up on shore and not die.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Mhm.
This charred corpse hits the water, and as it does, the bones retract, the flesh comes back together, and a very bloodied and scorched man floats behind you downriver.
Spare the dying.
I mean,
I could burn my last sorcery point, make it 30 feet.
you could. He has not He hasn't rolled death saves yet. How good-hearted are you, Isidore? Or bad by book standards?
Book doesn't need to know I've done it.
He doesn't.
If you have to move your arms at all in his direction, I'm going to ask, what did you just do?
Well, it's funny. I cast all my spells by doing this.
What is it, Isidore?
I'm kidding. No, I do not.
Okay.
No, I rolled for it.
Well then, determining his fate.
I don't want to know.
No, you don't get to know. You let his body float away. I just want to know for my sake. See if he comes back to haunt you later.
I dropped to my knees and I thank Contra Concordis for providing me with the right song in the right moment to vanquish the evil.
I sit down on a pallet or on like a crate, and I'm like,
Just then, Isidore, there's a little flicker that runs through your mind of your memory. Oh yeah, the dream where everybody was bloody. Laquilda finally has the flint and steel out, has like gone over to a stick and realized the fight has stopped and begins to put it away slowly. So that was awful, says your villain.
that was not entirely pleasant.
At least we got paid for it.
I'm like packing gauze into my like bite.
Yes, what happened to that relic?
What happened to it indeed?
Do you need healing?
No, I'll be
I
okay.
have no interest in usurping your treasure, but I do feel like it could give us some clues as to where and what that came from.
So I'll just give it back. Reach into his coat pocket. Pull out the galaxy-esque symbol of Valactia. There you go.
Arcana check.
Your Arcana check.
Jesus criminy. That shouldn't count.
It bounced, but it still landed on a number, which is...
It's a 6 for a total of 12.
Very faint magical essence.
Okay.
Not 100% sure on it.
Gotcha. Can I like investigate it?
Sure.
Investigate. 6.
It's very pretty.
I bet. I don't think I have. No, I don't have proficiency in that. So yeah.
Lots of gems. Looks nice.
That's fun.
Well, I'd probably be interested then. Could I
Yeah,
check it out?
sure. Yeah, if you're going for like a physical, feely investigation, then would be the proper roll for that.
Yeah.
It's very, very pretty painting.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Not much else you can pick apart from it.
Goes well with my outfit, though.
What are the rules on a non-proficient skill check?
You just don't get your edge of proficiency, but you can still make it. It's only
You
a
also want
combat
to
that it makes a
investigate?
difference.
19.
There we go.
Finally, someone with eyes.
Give me that, I say!
Look, you...
Not distracted by the diamonds like the two of you are.
I wasn't
Well,
Look, you,
distracted by the faint magical essence.
you always have had a thing with, like,
And the
tactile puzzles, that sort of thing, because it's just feeling to you. And as you kind of run your hand over, you go, oh, well, if I press in and shift this, this star actually moves away. And you actually figure that you can pull this apart in an order, and it opens to a center gem.
Don't do it. Let me try to buy it off the captain first.
Nothing good. I've already done it. Could I feel the gem inside of it before I did that?
Once you get it partway open, you could, yeah,
Okay.
you could kind of blind sense in there a bit and feel it, but
I could distract the captain.
We
Please no,
know.
not again.
Like, I'm just
No, I'd probably open it all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it in there?
In there, it is a small, perfectly spherical diamond.
Ooh.
And when you hold it at the right angle, it looks like a moon.
Aww.
Mm.
And when you hold it up into the moonlight, it starts to expand.
Okay.
How big are we talking here?
Like slowly, just starts to jump to golf ball size, to tennis ball size, bowling ball, and it's continuing to grow as long as it's in the moonlight.
Which now is like it's just in the moonlight. It's gonna put a hole through our ship here. Like what's
I
going
just
on?
I grab one of my underrobes and I throw it over top.
Okay. Make a dexterity check to see if you're swift enough to act on this.
11.
Okay, so you throw it over, and it stops for a minute, or for a moment, rather. And then there's the little edge of it that's still sticking out, and it continues to grow past the size of your cloak.
I grab another one.
Okay.
I'm gonna run out of these soon, and I throw a second one over
Right.
there.
I probably would have dropped it at this point. Like, I'm not going to keep
So,
holding on to
like-
this thing to let it crush me.
Yeah, and as it does, it becomes almost weightless and floats. The second cloak
Grab onto it again.
in place, not upward.
Okay, go. Okay, fine. Yeah. Good.
As the cloak kind of blocks the moonlight, it stops growing, and then it falls past it, and it continues to grow.
I don't know what to do with this. I don't have anything that is helpful.
I'm going to have kind of check here.
I mean, like,
Kind has no clue what's
Can
going
I
on.
pick it back up and like make it float again if it's in the
You
moonlight?
can hold it, and it's light and
And is it still
buoyant
growing?
and easy. And once it hits probably twice the size of the ship, it stops growing in size.
so there's just like a full-size fucking moon floating above the deck right now.
Pretty big moon, yeah.
Oh my god.
Whoops.
It continues to glow. And Book, your hands are on the edges of it.
Yeah, I'm
Your
probably
hands
like.
start to sink into it.
Oh, okay. I pull them back.
Oh, I touch it.
And your finger goes through.
Does it look like a moon? Is it colored at all?
Yeah, it's basically a flat moon that's white. It's got the crater-esque kind of texturing to it. Looks like the moon in the sky right over there.
Mm.
And
Well, can you hold me up? I want to see. So if I put my hand up into it,
Mhm.
like, so to the point that it would go all the way
it
through,
doesn't go through the other side.
doesn't go through the other side?
Nope, there's kind of a cool sensation as your hand passes. into
Okay.
it.
Oh, I want to stick my head in there.
Can I, if I put my hands back into it, can I like grasp onto the?
When you put your hands, it's like entering open air.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I see it in my
Cool.
blind sense, or my tremor sense? Okay, so I've lost track of it then. Once I took my hands.
Like
out of it.
yes, because it's, well, in your blind sense, I'm sorry, yes, in your blind sense, you can't see through it.
Right, but I
But you can
tell there's something up
sense,
there.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
sense
Okay,
there is
so it's
something
got no
for you.
physical mass, but there is some sort of something up there that is still disrupting.
Gotcha. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I get a vibe on what this is?
Sure.
Unfortunately, why didn't I take the Detect Magic spell? I never do, and then I always regret it. 16?
You get the sense that there is some sort of temporal shift in reality at this point.
Okay.
Other than that, it's a big ass moon in front of you.
Does it seem to be moving with the boat?
It
Okay.
just gently floats along with it.
Lovely. Back to my earlier statement. Book, can you hold me up? I would like to get closer to that.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
This might kill me, but I'm going to stick my face in it.
Okay.
That's the only way to look around.
Mm-hmm.
You stick your head in.
I'm going to, like...
Okay.
And then just, like, climb you.
So as you stick your head in, see a forest on the other side.
Precisely what I thought.
The plant life, however, is silvery in its appearance and texture. The ground itself, the grass, everything about it has this silver-esque, well, moonlight, one might say, to it.
Does it look like it's nighttime? It's moonlight.
Looking up at the sky, it's pitch black.
Okay. Cool.
Even though it's
So,
supposed to be a full moon.
Yeah, inside.
Okay.
Outside, yes, you still have the full moon, stars, everything seems
Normal.
normal.
Okay. Cool. Can I take a breath?
Breathe in.
You want me to roll a con save? I will.
Pressure.
I will duck back down. Be like, it seems to be some sort of portal to another place or another time or both. It's a moonlit forest in there. It's actually very beautiful. But how do we get it to not be this big?
Pick up the pieces of the pendant or whatever and start fiddling with them to see if maybe there was another sort of like button that I could press.
Well,
Maybe
maybe
Like hold it up into it or
moonlight
something?
I
Makes
don't
it
know where it is at this point.
big.
Someone else would need to do that.
Would
but-
sunlight make it small? Just have to wait till daytime.
In the meantime, we've got this gigantic 100-foot disc of light above
Can
us.
I,
that I feel like it's like a gigantic spotlight.
Could I well, it's just something nearby. Can I just like throw a light cantrip at it? Like light up like something on the deck or the mast or something and see if it has any effect?
Cast light? No.
Okay.
I'll
Just miss that.
Messing with the pendant book, you don't really feel much, but you guys would note that when Book picks up the pendant, the moon shifts slightly over the top of it. It seems to be centered where the pendant moves.
It does still seem to be connected to the pendant.
Raise the pendant up.
The moon starts sinking down.
Is it shrinking
And
again?
slowly shrinks back into it,
Oh yes, keep it there.
back to the little disc, and back into the pendant where it was sitting.
And close it? Yes. That was... Oh, okay. Hi.
The villain's just standing wide-eyed like, okay, that's pretty cool.
That was interesting.
Do you know where that leads?
I don't know what just
Gotta love
happened.
that guy.
Yes.
He's like, this has been in my family here. Take it as payment for rescuing me. I just wanted to look at it, but I wanted Isidore to be able to look at it.
Yes.
I was just going to have to be able to open it.
Never seen anything quite like that.
Same.
Imagine fencing a good price to someone who knows what the hell is going on.
Perhaps.
Well, safekeeping for now.
I'll give you 2,000 gold for it.
Wow.
Fine.
Okay. Done.
All right. And 2,000 gold.
It's mostly in platinum.
Okay. Ooh, fancy.
I'm sure he doesn't care.
I'm sorry, that's all I have.
I can retire for a while. Ha! The rest of the crew just looks so betrayed at this point. They're just like, what the fuck, man?
I tuck that very safely away into my personage.
Okay.
Under one of your several layers.
Yes, a lot of layers. There's undergarments upon undergarments that ain't nobody seen.
Do you have Identify? Spell?
We could probably find someone who does.
Yeah, just kind, I would ask.
I haven't thought about it.
I don't know if I would. I think I'd like everyone on the boat to forget this thing exists right now.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Oh, she does.
Okay. At some point I would go over with those hand wraps in the wake of what just happened and be like, I should find out sooner than later what these do and ask her if she can.
She'll look him over. Start ritually casting the spell. Cast Identify. Looks him over. I don't exactly know.
Are they cursed? Is really what I'm most interested in.
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't tell you much about these. These are really powerful.
Okay.
Oh, this is a legend one or promise of Arthur.
Where did you get those?
A very special shop.
No kidding.
Well, thank you for your time.
How much money do you have?
Me personally or the party?
In general, everyone.
Is that kind asking or is that you asking?
That's kind,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Like, how much
Enough.
are you all worth? Like, okay. Just didn't realize we were traveling with wealthy people.
We have
It's recent.
been rather fortunate in our recent adventures, yes.
Okay.
And that about tapped me out.
I'm still loaded.
I'm not yet, but
You'll get there.
Really, our friend Wrath was the wealthy one.
Oh, it's because of that sword that we sold.
Yeah. But he didn't buy anything.
No, he didn't.
Anything else that transpires on this interesting Wet Her Day evening?
oh, I would definitely play a little bit of a tune to see who would in the crew dig my siren song that night, unless it was the captain again. But I have a
Okay.
feeling I might have.
Captain just made $2,000 in gold. He's probably real.
It's a good point.
Reluctantly, listening from the corner, trying not to play too much into the fandom she has for you. Kind is reading over her spell book and trying to like brush up on her spell, flickers of magic, but she's very intently listening to you this evening.
I would just be watching
Yeah, I'm sure you're watching.
her. Watching her, just watching her.
Mm-hmm. You definitely can see her looking up frequently.
Well then I would, you said that she is a dwarf?
Mhm.
I would make my next song about dwarves and
Okay.
dwarven women and,
Make a, I guess if we're going for persuasion.
Oh, nat 20.
Ah,
So 26.
and she rolled so well too.
Yeah.
She just eventually like stops being in her book and just gets lost in and starts melting in your direction.
I walk over with my castanets. Yeah, like a little crowd.
She's just awestruck. She doesn't know what to say. She's just enveloped in your essence.
She doesn't have to say much. I take her below deck.
Okay. Just sort of swooning the whole way, she follows you down.
But I think I can cast something that surrounds us so y'all don't have to hear it.
I was just gonna yell after her.
Take breaks to cast silence, please.
In swooning over you, she does express that she's very jealous of the fact that you don't have to learn your magic. And that's why she seems so bitter towards you, because she has to study every day, all the time, to improve and get more power, get better, and you just get to do it.
Professional jealousy.
And also, that's why she doesn't like Isidore, but she hasn't said it to East yet.
Got it. Well, I explained that I have to practice my music and practice my devotion to Canto Concordis. So it is still practice.
Well, she lightens up. But yes, another thrilling evening for some people.
I would study my hand reps to attune to them.
Okay. Your villain sits above deck the whole night, a little bitter, but he gets over it.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you went down there and knocked on the door, you would be welcomed in.
There would be no question.
Any-
Actually, I could
any
use
amount of wins.
messaging and message and say that should happen.
No, I think he's busy counting his coin for the evening.
Fair.
I'm double counting it to make sure he didn't get ripped off. So, Book, you finally attuned to the raps.
Yeah, after that encounter with the werecroc, it's probably time to
Get some magical
get
punches.
some magical punches going.
Okay. So, you probably want to know what they do, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
Might be helpful.
Do you know what they do?
I do.
Okay.
Yes, I've had this plan.
He's like, oh shit, I never thought you'd ask me.
You're gonna do them.
Well, let's have
I'm so terrified.
so, you're familiar with deflect missile.
I am, yes.
You can now do that to spells.
Amazing.
So, you can affect spells equal to your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So,
Like spell levels?
yes.
Okay.
So,
Level 3 spells.
you absorb part of that energy, which A, reduces that damage. So even if you succeed, you can still knock back some of the damage. And B, alters your fists to deal the damage type.
Okay. So if I absorb a fireball, I can then
Punch with fire.
punch with fire.
Yes.
Until I absorb the next thing? Or
Element,
is it like a...
yep, and then the element changes.
Cool.
Lasts for a minute, you deal 1d4 additional of whatever you have.
We could potentially throw things at you that you absorb and then throw at other people.
Yeah.
Although I don't know why we wouldn't.
Hey, you
start
want force
ourselves, but
fists?
Because if
Eldritch
I'm
Blast.
closer,
That's true.
Yes, you can basically,
like chain a spell
mhm,
to me.
as long as you reduce it, of course.
Well, right.
That's a caveat, but
I probably don't want to do that right now, but once I get a little higher level, I can block more damage with that deflect missile.
morning comes. Book's got some fancy new wraps on his hands. Other than that, who wants to roll for today? Good old Thursday.
$59. I was really hoping it was going to be a 69 and then it was close. Very sorry. Sorry guys, I let you down.
It sounds like there's already been a couple 69s.
Oh, but you know, hey, there's a 60.
Oh! Let's see. Where is that number?
It's after the 58, before the 60.
Make Schwas. Yeah, I was so lost without you.
Anytime.
Oh. That's fun.
Ooh, don't like the sound of that.
It's great timing, actually. You guys floating upstream still, and you see a little something flying in your direction, kind of blotted out by the sun. About midday. It's closer and closer. Now you can see it's kind of red in color. It's a little closer. Got little horns. A little closer. You see like a little tail that wraps up and around, comes to a point. It's a little closer.
It's flying?
Yeah, pretty much looks like an imp.
Is this like a little
Looks
flying
like a
imp?
little flying imp.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just comes towards, stops, lands on the deck. Hey,
Hello?
how's it going?
Fine. Who are you?
Me? Cybertruck.
Okay.
I start playing Heartbreak Hotel for him.
I like this one.
Does the captain react to this?
The whole crew is in stunned silence and staring at this small imp that's just landed on their deck. So you guys want to know some shit about what's coming up?
Yeah.
Certainly.
Great. Can I tag along?
Ooh,
I'm not the captain of the ship. Can't make that decision.
that's true.
Villain?
What kind of things? You gotta pay for your trip. Right, yeah. No. I'll make it with you while. Let me see.
The last person we met on this ship turned into a giant crocodile and tried to eat us all.
Get the phylactery from him,
Oh yeah,
though. The thing.
the portal thing.
Yeah.
So, I can tell you a lot of things. You just gotta let me know what you want to know. You want to know what the weather's like for the next couple of days? You want to know if you're in any trouble? You want to know about the next town? How far ahead? What do you want to know? I can probably tell you about it.
What do you know about the Knowledge Festival in the town that you said earlier? That's name I can't remember.
It's fair. Yeah. Drake's Discoveries for sure.
Yeah, that one.
Too. Let me see.
Polita Duga or something.
Hang on a sec. He'll take his tail, carve some infernal runes into the ship.
Oh, that's not gonna be easy to find.
Sorry.
Your villain's like, he'll put his hands on it. His eyes will turn bright red. Flames will start to build around his body. They don't seem to catch the ship. And just, in infernal, just, let's see. It's Festival of Knowledge. Typically attracts a lot of wizardy folks. They bring a lot of books. They exchange ideas, philosophies, literature. The town has a strict no smoking policy. No surprise there. They got cute little slippers you can take in the libraries, keep the dirt out. Pretty neat little town. Worships some sort of god whose name I dare not speak, so I do not be smited today.
Understandable. Thank you for your...
You're welcome. So that's 1 day travel, yeah? Sure. Great. I don't care about you. I'm mostly asking you guys. I want to tag along with you. You look like fun.
Ah,
I
I
assured
see.
you were not.
1 day of travel for one piece of information.
Well, it depends on how good the information is.
Oh, okay.
I consider that so-so, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so 1 day.
So, have you heard of the word of Conti Concordis?
Yep, no, I'm familiar.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's kind of what I do, is I just sing about them all the time.
That's great. That's just good for
It's
you. I liked your
not
last
great,
song.
though.
The
Yeah?
one that didn't have her name in it.
Yeah, well, the next one is Viva Las Cortes.
No, that's okay. Don't need to hear that one.
Oh, still singing it.
Oh, every time the name comes up. No, thank you.
Mm.
Apologies for our traveling companion. He's new to the group.
Yeah, well,
We don't understand the dynamic quite yet.
we can't all live our own lives, I guess.
Yourself included, I would assume.
Me? I've been a free imp for a while now.
Oh,
Climb my way all the way up.
that's a new one.
Yeah, it's a long story.
That's a long climb.
hmm I used to be an archdevil.
Really?
Almost a lord.
Hmm.
Was doing quite well for myself.
What happened?
A couple of assholes, that's what happened.
Yeah, not always the case.
Yeah. The whole Baltimore thing, blah, blah, blah.
We're vaguely aware, yes.
A couple people that, weren't too happy. Well, to be fair, they tried to betray me first, okay?
Naturally.
They met up with this guy, yeah. Fucking rock the facts, that asshole. They met up with this guy who thought he could kill me. And I was like, no, I know you're trying to betray me. So I went after them, and that got them pissed. And then they came down, they killed me. Well, they thought they killed me, but I'm clever little devil. Had myself a little body back up. But,
A little body backup.
well, see, yeah, comes with the demotion, see? So now I'm hanging on the material plane, and, I don't know, see if I can make something better up here. It sucks down there. Everybody makes fun of me. I'm still powerful.
I bet if we let him come along with us, he'll really rile up the monkey.
What kind of monkey?
We don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
Some sort of radiant monkey.
I don't like that.
Yeah, well,
Neither do I.
neither does she. Neither do they. Sorry. It's twice now.
Okay. Do I have to be near this monkey?
No.
Cool. We're good. Alright, what else you want to know? Let me make some magic happen. I want to tag along.
I start playing Suspicious Minds.
See, I'm coming around again. I like you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, as the one with the gift of prophecy, is there anything you'd like to know from our new friend?
You another fucking holy person? You fucking kidding me?
Well, she doesn't fuck, but...
I found two of them?
I do.
In the
Okay, see, I like you again. This is, yeah. I like you again.
We'll be friends.
Okay, we can work on this.
Mm-hmm.
I belong to the Order of the
Start
Elect.
playing. I start playing Burning Love.
Oh, we can definitely work with this. I like you. Yeah, you don't have to say it.
Okay.
Please.
Sleep.
Yes.
That one.
Yeah, I heard the V. I know damn well who.
Okay.
I fucking hate this.
I mean, you were the one who wanted to hang out with us.
That's
I
true.
do. That's fair. That's fair.
That's true.
So you're the only one who's smart enough to not be tied to some stupid person that gives you glowy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean... Well, Wrath is particularly religious, but he's not here right now. We're not really sure where he went.
A name like Wrath.
We could ask this dude.
We could ask this dude. Yeah, do you
We could.
have any idea where our companion Wrath might be? That would be worth several days of travel at least.
Hold on your horses.
I wouldn't say several, maybe two.
Deal's done. He said several. Puts his hands back down, flames ride up again, he starts speaking in tongues again, and then ow, oh, ow, oh, ow, oh. Oh, it's so bright. Ah. Oh, he's at some any of you seen the heavens before at all? Any version of them?
I mean, how much does what we saw in the beginning count for that?
That's interpretation.
I believe, yes. That is one of the few things I have seen in my life.
Okay, so picture that, like glowy, grassy, foresty, happy nature, like froofy shit all around.
That was not what I saw.
Oh, then
I saw spiders and wolves and...
Oh, so you've seen hell.
apparently.
That's more my style. I like it. See,
That
you
clears
and
things
me.
up.
I like
Those
you.
would be useful. So our friend is in heaven?
I'm not
Something like
aware.
that. I don't know. Nothing hurts my head the same as looking onto the holy.
Can you tell if he's alive in heaven or if he's... is
I
his
saw
soul-
him sitting with the monkey. That's what you were talking about. Yeah, okay. I saw him sit with the monkey. They were talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So several days. I say we put that at like 2 weeks. Sounds good to me.
Several days does not equate 2 weeks.
I was not done talking to him. Sound good?
5 days.
How about 9? Because I know we can make it 1 week.
Deal.
Okay. I love it. It's been a while. I haven't got to travel. I was going to say good people, but good person.
Hey,
I'm not the only one on board who's not religious, I don't think.
Not that interested. No. They don't glow like you do.
Like I do.
You three.
Oh, okay.
Like they're fine, but you got a better.
we have the pizzazz. That's why I'm Elphys.
Yeah, that. Soul. I was going to say soul.
I got lots of soul. I'm
I believe that.
Elphys.
Yeah, yes. It's good soul, yeah.
Start playing a little less
Did
conversation.
you catch that?
I did.
Okay.
You're surprised, really. I am a devil.
I'm not surprised by the fact that you knew that. I'm surprised by the fact that it's a fact. We can't see souls. Well, I can't see anything.
Oh, you guys didn't know. Oh, this is going to be a fun trip. I can tell you an awful lot, for another week.
I'm into it.
See, I'm like on and off with you. Like, I hate it and I love it and I hate it and son's good.
It's gonna be good.
That's us up to 19 days?
Sure.
No, I'm asking out of game.
It would put you,
17 days? A week is... I forgot how long
so a week is 10 days.
10 days. Okay,
Yep,
so 21
so-
days.
That's why he pushed you for 9 days, because
Oh, okay.
one was for the vision,
Got
9
it.
puts it to a full week.
Got it.
So he's basically asking for 2 weeks.
I thought he was asking me for another full week in addition to the one. So yes, 20 days.
I didn't ask him
2
for
weeks.
anything, and he doesn't like me, so I'm just gonna go take a nap.
Well, that's not entirely true. I just, I mean, do you do anything fun?
I mean, I at
You
least
should
like,
see them when they're drunk.
shake my hips and
You like to drink. Now, see,
Juice. They like to drink juice.
I like juice too.
I don't
See,
know why you said it that way.
we can be friends. All right, so come on. Anything else? I mean, I got stuff that could tie you down for years if you wanted to know. I'm talking like big bang, like philosophical questions.
can we ask him what's inside the weird moon?
You don't want to know any dirty secrets about the big V?
I'm gonna start singing the devil in disguise.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy. I like him.
Do you carry papers that say that you belong to your order? Some sort of V card, perhaps?
I was hoping.
I'm actually taking great care to keep it safe on this journey. You'll see my V card is fully intact.
Wow.
It's folded in the pages of my dream journal. It's very dry in there.
I have
There's
no
no
more
wet
questions
dreams
for
in there.
now. What was your name once more, please?
Sandra.
Yes.
Sock dragon. Yeah.
No. S-A-G
Sorry.
apostrophe
Too bad. I already wrote it down.
A-K-E-N. Sandra.
Saga Dragon.
Yes.
Saga Dragon.
Sandra. Yes. Close enough. This is going to be fun. I haven't got to hang out with people in a long time. People that haven't, squished me on sight.
How tall is he? Like 2 feet tall? Pretty squishable.
He's not.
I didn't think you could just squish him.
Yeah, we're not very big.
Yeah, but aren't you fairly resilient?
Somewhat.
What happens if you get squished?
It's a long way back up here. Well, if there's no more questions, I'm going to go, see if I can persuade these weaklings into something more fun.
Good luck.
I smell alcohol.
Yeah, there's plenty of it.
He's going to scurry down below. The rest of the crew start to come to, and there's brief moments of did that really just happen? Did we just witness this? Was there?
Are the scorch marks still on the deck? Oh, well, that makes you proof.
The villain makes his way over. Should we be concerned? You guys aren't concerned? At all about this?
I'm pretty concerned.
Well, I guess there's nothing I can do now. We're supposed to take you, and you did just make a contract with a small, tiny devil. So we got a week no matter what. Okay.
2.
2, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, onward! In the distance, the mountain range starts to come into view. Far, far in the distance, but is now a few days' travel from where you are. Well, 2 more days, as a matter of fact. And Isidore, the one thing that sticks in your mind is just that wall, that dwarf, and that weird tear. Or maybe the change in what happened after taking a short power nap, but weird things are about to happen.
Oh no, not weird things. My last week has been so normal.
Maybe we did just make a deal with an imp to hang out with us.
You guys keep rolling great things. Sorry.
Apparently we saw hell.
Could I do a performance check on the imp, or maybe a persuasion check? However you want. I wanted to be my
Okay.
friend.
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
Oh, I'm like, oh no, please don't fuck the imp.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm trying to convert him at the moment.
Oh, God.
19.
Okay. Looks at you. So, we should, like, consecrate this friendship, right?
Yeah.
All right. You want a drink?
Consecrate.
Consummate.
Consecrate.
Actually, more of a smoker.
Oh.
I don't know, you might be able to talk him into something
I like
holy
you.
tea.
And then I like pull a pipe out from my bag and satchel, and I hand it to him.
He's gonna start packing it. Little fingers can like rub together, little flame starts to form up as he. Oh yeah.
Well, that's a neat trick.
Now, the only time I will ever say forgive the pun, but I did not see that coming from you.
Smoking the devil's letter?
And I would sidle up next to you, and I would pull out a very fine silver cigarette case, and I would pull out a hand-rolled cigarette that I think would have a very distinctive smell to you, and I would also spark that up.
Great. That's how I connect with Count Concordance.
The crew. That's how I connect with the crew.
Okay.
I would pass you.
You been to the Fae?
No, I just have friends, and
This is some like
I know.
this is some Fae leaf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You got some good friends.
Here, I thought the devil's lettuce would be better, but
It's all good to me.
I'm like sitting back a little ways, and Isidore's very suspicious of this little imp guy because, you know, it's a literal devil. You know, just throwing that out there. And Isidore decides that there will be no napping today. Pull
Yeah.
out a tiny pouch
After a couple
and
passes.
just like put it away.
Here it is. After a couple passes, he'll go behind like a couple of boxes that have been shoved up and rummage around, pull out like a full bottle of some darker looking liquid, probably rum by its caramel color, bring it over, put it in front of you, Isidore. I found some juice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I will take the juice.
I'll take his tail. Pull the cork.
That was borderline unsettling. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought it was pretty cool, man.
He'll take the bottle if you're not pulling it away from him yet.
Oh yeah, no, I'll pull out like a little cup from my bag.
Okay.
I'll pour some into it, and then I'll just hand it back to him. Oh, that's a lot.
I love this plane of existence.
Oh, this is that burning stuff.
Brain juice.
I'll leave this with you. Don't
Thank
look here too much. I'm kidding. Knock yourself out.
Can I get the cork back off your too?
He like flicked it somewhere else on the ship. Sure, I'll find that later.
That's all right.
Maybe
Thank
you
you.
just have to drink it.
Oh goodness.
Scurry back over.
All right, we spend the night getting boozed up and smoked down, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do any of the crew come join us, or are they
Oh, of
still?
course. Very rarely. I mean, they're down to party and they'll party pretty hard, but they keep looking over like, what am I supposed to do about this thing?
Don't worry about it.
Who are you seducing tonight?
Well, I was just gonna say,
Oh yeah, that's
who's
true.
at the party?
I'm gonna ask. The entire crew. Let me see. Yavillin would have slept through the day and would be up for the night, and Alrin mans the ship during the day. So basically you'd be minus a Kenku, but everyone else is there.
And you do not have a thing with the cat.
I swear you were giving the cat tummy rubs.
No, it was not tummy rubs.
I go for the hot cat.
I know you pet the cat. That's about
Yeah.
it. You did scritch behind the ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I specified,
Give me
but I
that
think I
persuasion.
just said that like at some point in the night I also gave the cat a pet.
23.
Going through this whole crew.
Cat.
Opposed charisma check.
Intercepting.
Intercepting.
Going for the cock block. I like it.
Whoa.
This is not gonna go well. Is it persuasion?
Yeah.
I'd have to roll a natural 20 to beat you.
Okay.
That's an 8.
What's the hot cat's name again?
Liquilda.
Aquilda.
I'm just puffing watching you try to run interference between the two of them.
I don't think it's so much as interference. It's that like Ilphus was like solidly in his seduction game, and Isidore just kind of comes up like, "Oh, hello, how are you doing? Liquilda, I wanted to talk to you. Oh, and you're making out. Okay, I'm not gonna sleep. There's an imp on the boat."
Sondraken will come over to you at one point. It's a shame.
What's a shame?
It's nothing, I guess. Nothing between you and the cat, huh?
Liquilda?
Yeah.
Oh no, I just wanted to speak to him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can help with that, you know.
I think he's gonna be busy for the time being.
Well, it depends on how busy you want him to get.
No, thank you.
Too bad. Good at what I do.
Of that I have no doubt. Isidore's just like booking it to the other side of the boat.
I will win you over. Look, friends!
Yo.
I found another bottle.
Oh, I haven't been drinking, but all right.
Come on.
I said all right.
Good. Used to have a
Sailor, I know rum.
Used to have to coax people more. All
I've been
right.
hanging out with two holy persons for the last, well, couple days at least.
You need a little devil in you.
Yeah. No. Just the rum will be fine, thank you.
Yeah. Don't knock it till you try it.
Fair.
I don't know, it could be a pretty hot experience.
He'll make his way over and like look up at the two of you making out, making your way downstairs, and like stop and making out some more. And he'll just reach up to Hot Cat and push their thighs into you as hard as he can. There you go. In the hips. In the hips. You got this.
Obviously, we noticed this.
Yeah, I mean,
At this point, I'd probably look down and just be like, "You in?"
Okay!
you don't have to tempt me with a good time. He'll start making his way down. Let me
How does
tell
that
you.
not violate your holy orders?
Technically, I'm all about the music.
Yeah, we're gonna make music, all right. Let me tell you, this stinger has an interesting numbing agent.
Oh God.
You lose favor with your deity in the morning. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, shush. Nothing bad will happen.
Just take the bottle of rum and I stagger back up the stairs.
I'm a little scared, but we'll see what happens.
I go as far forward on deck as I possibly can. How high is the crow's nest? Or the mast? Can I climb up there? Or is the Kenku
You
sleep?
could. The Kenku sleeps on top
Oh, on
of
top of the
the,
thing, that's right.
Yep. You can hang out with the Kenku, it'd be out of your senses.
Just asleep. Like we're really hanging out. came to discover me passed out with a half empty bottle of rum next to them in the morning. That would be
Make for a good story.
all of this is going to make for a good story.
So, waking up. There's a distinct understanding that there's crew members with other crew members under blankets, curled up in corners together. I don't know how crazy you got, Book, but
I didn't.
things got interesting somewhere in the evening. Sargarkin might have come up from these endeavors and maybe been whispering in other people's ears.
Yeah. Notably, it was just the cat and I for quite some time.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, everyone kind of has the, after morning regrets, and slowly certain people kind of slink out from where they are, make some coffee, grab some food, not discuss anything that occurred that evening.
I saw all of it.
So it's just, screw it, somebody roll percentile, maybe we'll get an interesting one.
I would have started playing him all shook up.
We're all giving you dirty looks about that this morning. I did not make any any regrettable choices last night, but I am incredibly hungover this morning. So, there's that. 84. I would probably ask if you had any more
That's really...
of your pipes.
So I go into my little pouch on my hip and I pack that shit and take the first sip and then hand it to you.
Think whichever deity you want.
Count Concordus.
Sure.
Friend. Count Concordus.
Sure. Him, her, them, her.
Them. Well, her, but I like them. So.
Her, them.
Yeah, I feel like it's like more of about like it's.
Well, think every aspect of them then for this. Just chiefing on it. Hand it back to you.
I start just showing Viva Las Cordas while we smoke.
You want coffee? I'm getting coffee. Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffees go around. Morning kicks off. Then
I like that you've had zero questions about how Book has been able to navigate around the ship while blind.
I imagine you figure it out like most blind people do. I don't know.
heightened senses, right?
Yeah.
You lose
Exactly.
there, you get other ones.
Navigating everything by smell.
As coffee's enjoyed, smuggles are had. Morning, nice cool breeze there. Yeah, something like that. There is a on the deck.
Oh, what now?
This boar-like creature, tusks coming out of the front of it, elongated horns coming up the front, lands on the ship.
Does it have wings or is it just a light?
It looks like as we're coming up near the shore, it just leaped on.
Oh, okay.
Where the ship does shift from side to side and throughout the travel.
But it's not like the imp that flew in from
No,
wherever.
no, it did not have wings.
Okay. Yeah, what now? Would be my first reaction. I'm hungover.
It gives a huff. And then there is grappling hooks. And individuals kind of sloughing through the water. You see this kind of tall, like shin deep in the water, blue-skinned individual with tusks that come out and curl forward, lanky in its build. A full beefy orc that is just sloughing through, and then a very obvious half-orc with a cape over its right side that is reeling itself towards as well. The boar with these massive tusks sits. At this point, Yvelin, who is down below, pokes his head up, just having fell asleep. What is going on?
Company.
three individuals climb their way up. Take grappling hooks, wrap them back up, look around. Huh. Well, it's more people than I expected, but I think we should be fine. Put the grappling hooks back on. Who's in charge here?
I was gonna. You pointed that way. We both point to a building.
The half-orc looks over.
Well, I do.
Yeah.
I don't know where you point.
Behind me
You
sometimes.
point.
I don't know. If we get villain within 10 feet,
Nope.
then I just sort of point behind me.
Okay.
I point wherever I sense you pointing.
I point.
Okay. It's over.
Hey, I do that and then sense you.
Great.
Well, you're being boarded, so hand over your possessions or we could just kill you. The villain gives a very confused look. The half-orc looks around at the rest of you. Hey, of course, you wouldn't just do that willingly, right? Flips the cape off of his shoulder and reveals this completely blacked out, mist-formed arm at his side. He holds it out, and as he does, his fingers curl inward. The entire arm shifts and almost sharpens into this black blade. And then the smoke mists off of it again. Or we do it the hard way.
Thank you very much for watching episode 9 of Fell Nightmares. As always, if you think we're doing a good job, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing in the comments below. And if you can think of anyone who would be interested in this content, please pass our videos along so we can share this wonderful story with others. Now, until next time, I hope that joy, peace, and kindness are with you. And until then, stay epic, my friend! Thank you for watching episode 9 of Fell Nightmares. As always, if you enjoyed this content, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing in the comments below. And if you can think of anyone who would enjoy these videos, please pass them along so we can share our story with others. Now, until next time, I hope that joy, peace, and kindness are with you. And until then, stay epic, my friend! That's fine. That's what we're going with.